Hi everyone, it is Sunday the 5th of April 2020. I hope you're all staying home safe and sound. I'm speaking to you today from London in the UK, and it's nice and sunny. It's a beautiful day outside despite all the craziness that's going on in the world. So we do live in interesting times. I'm going to just have a look at the US dollar index, and it's been interesting. I mean, the last couple of weeks it's been unusual because if I've said it's going up, it's gone down. If I say it's gone down, it's gone up. So either I'm misreading it or it is actually indeed swinging wildly, and it's just less likely that I'm misreading it, but it really is has been swinging just quite wildly. So just looking at it here generally, and what I'm going to do is take it a different approach to it. Looking at the monthly here, I can just see the moving averages in terms of the medium and the shorter term moving averages are trending upwards. The weekly have now reordered from the 50, 20 and 10 into a bullish formation, and the daily currently sitting in at that, which just means, if nothing else, the flow of the US dollar is flowing upwards, all right, which leans towards a stronger US dollar. All right, so one of the things I did there was just take a step back from the price action, look at the flow of price, and I can see kind of what's happening there. If again, looking here at the euro dollar, despite the wild swings, the moving averages, at least on the weekly, are bearish, plus a bearish candle here. There's definitely some strong support heading down towards 108 and 109, and of course where we're sitting close here, 108. That may hold, but at this point in time, just not counting on much of anything. Then having a look at sterling. So sterling found some really good strong support at 1.2. I'm really interested to see if that holds, but judging by last week's small bearish candle, if we break the low of that, we'll see price heading back down to 1.2, supporting a weaker pound and a stronger US dollar. The charts that I really like the most are the ones that I've taken trades on, at least Kiwi dollar, not so much Aussie dollar, but this was a really nice healthy pullback. This one was a setup that triggered, stopped me out. This one has triggered and is now at least recuperated that loss. It's a little not that overextended on the weekly, and actually on the monthly still looks relatively bearish. So just relatively speaking, the Aussie dollar and Kiwi dollars are quite weak against the US dollar at least. And just seeing price retracing here, starting to head low. So it does support a stronger US dollar and certainly a weaker Kiwi. So those are my favorite pairs for trading, Aussie and Kiwi at the moment, against those, because they at least tend to have a clearer direction. It hasn't been disrupted too much. Dollar yen is just craziness. So there's really not a lot going on here in terms of that. It's not going to reveal anything. It is still very much range bound, and it wouldn't surprise me to see that climb in the coming week. Dollar Swissy as well, also still very much range bound on that monthly time frame, and so again, also not really expecting that to climb too much. I'll have a look at how it forms into the moving averages. The weekly moving averages are actually more bearish than anything else, and so it'd be interesting to see if it turns around at this point in the coming weeks. Dollar CAD, of course, being very much overextended. You can see here on the weekly time frame, bearish candle, bearish inside candle. Actually, if we break the low of that, we'll just have a retracement back down to these key levels, back down towards 1.36, and you can see that rejection of that second level, but it is already recovered quite a bit of that. And this is really what I'll be watching here, is to see if the daily can follow through. So looking on Monday and Tuesday to see if we break the highs, get past this resistance here, and start to climb towards the upside. So I know that the reason I'm doing this is because Canadian dollar might actually be offering some trading opportunities in the coming week. So the ones that are actually moving and going anywhere would be kind of the Aussie and Kiwi and CAD charts. The ones that definitely aren't going anywhere for me, at least against the dollars, the yen, Swissy, and Euro and GBP will have to be opportunities as they arise. And that's really it on my watch list for this week.